Hello friends, welcome to my channel ELS English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today I will discuss about another form of poetry, that is the ballad. When we talk about ballad, the word ballad it literally means a dance song, right? And it is a form of verse, often a narrative poem that is set to music and supposed to be sung. And it was sung by singers while wandering from village to village. Actually, these ballads are transmitted orally from generation to generation, and it was sung from village to village and accompanied by a harp, right? And it was a source of earning for these wandering singers. They used to assemble at a farmhouse, and there the people will collect came together, and they will entertain and collectively made some payments to these singers and dancers. This is the origin of the ballet, right? And when we talk about it is a short story in verse. It is opposite to the epic, which is the lengthy story in verse, right? A ballad, we can say, it is a poem that is typically arranged in quatrains with rhyme scheme AB. I will discuss it after that. Often, a ballad does not tell the reader what is happening, but rather shows the reader what is happening. It describes each crucial moment in the trial of events, right? And this is about ballad. It is a type of poem that is often set to music. Then, talking about quatrains, there are four poetic lines with the rhyme scheme of AB, which I will discuss when I will discuss its features. Then, when we talk about meter in ballads, it is normally iambic, and its narrative is it tells a story and it has a repeated chorus, right? Now let us discuss about characteristics of a ballad. Every ballad is a short story in verse. There is only one episode of the story in a ballad, and the poet needs to complete the story within the limits of small number of stanzas. John Keats' ballad La Belle Dame Sans Merci is an excellent example in this regard, and the ballad dwells upon only on one particular episode of the story. For example, we have John Keats' La Belle Dame Sans Merci. Then, when we talk about its subject or theme, we can say the subjects were deeds rather than thoughts. The reader has to visualize the setting himself, what the poet wants to convey through the words of the poet. The reader has to visualize, right? There are no extra details about the surroundings, no extra details about the atmosphere, environment. It means they lack in superfluous details. These are very simple, nothing extra regarding all these things are discussed, and the poet chose day to day and common words. Instead of, we can say, instead of bombastic and flowery language, he used very simple word that is easy to understand, right? Then number three is refrain. Generally, refrain is there in every ballad. Now, what is refrain? It is a phrase or a line which is repeated again and again after a stanza, right? Another characteristic of a ballad is that it has a universal appeal. It is not restricted to a personality or a country. Even single ballad touches upon a specific subject. Every single ballad deals with the whole humanity, which bears universal significance. Again, we have John Keats as an example, where his ballad La Belle Dame Sans Merci, it convinces the readers that most of the women are double crossing, right? It does not talk about a particular woman, it talks about this whole gender, and it has a universal appeal. Then we have simplicity is another fundamental characteristic, right? Almost all ballads are simple in structure, simple in style, and simple in diction. As I have already told in my second point, that they avoid superfluous details, right? It is very simple in structure, style, and diction, and it will not be wrong to say that because of its simplicity, it is the most popular form of poetry. The poet uses phrases so that it may be easier to be mentioned by, to be memorized by the readers, right? And then we have use of ballad stanza. Every ballad is written in a ballad stanza, and what is that? It has a specific meter and stanza. It consists of four line stanza called as quatrains, written in iambic pentameter. The first and third line have four iambic feet, while in the second and the fourth lines there are three iambic feet, right? The second and fourth line rhyme with each other. right? That is why it is AB as I've already discussed. And along with this, we can say there is use of supernatural elements, and usually the themes of ballads are tragic, but it must be kept in mind that some are comic in nature also. So friends, this is all about my today's topic. I hope you will like the content, and if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel. And if you're new my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. And next, I would like to discuss about some important English ballads, and we will discuss some MCQs which are based on ballads. So I hope you will like this, and thanks a lot for watching.